Hello everyone, my name is Tiffany Simmons and I am the founder of Simmons Law. Simmons Law, which is based in Atlanta, Georgia, specializes in business, criminal, and entertainment law. Now, oftentimes people ask me legal questions. I can be in the grocery store, they'll email them to me, they can call the office, and there's always a legal question. So I thought, what better way to help clients and potential clients in the new year than to answer some of these questions. This first law Q&A with Attorney Simmons is dedicated to my grandmother, Miss Irene Taylor. I lost her on December 29, 2012, and she is very dear to me and a big supporter of Simmons Law. So I definitely want to recognize her in this first episode of Law Q&A. Now let's get right to it with the first question. Someone wrote me, can my father get life for hitting someone who ran over a child playing in the road? Now I'll give you some of the details that they sent in. Now the son says, can he get any help on this matter? My father is a disabled man that is looking at life in prison for standing up to some young punk that almost ran over a child playing in the road. Now he has the guy driving the truck is known in the area to drive fast and reckless all the time. The day that this happened, the young man was driving fast. He lives on the same street as my dad. He almost hit a child, and then my dad walked over to him, yelling and telling him that he needed to watch it and slow down because of the children playing in that neighborhood. They passed words back and forth. My father struck the guy in the face with an open palm slap. The guy told him that he would let it go at the time. Unfortunately, my dad gets a call from the police that he would be placed under arrest for striking the young man. The young guy that my father struck happened to be the nephew of a police officer. So when the officers came, the first thing that was said to my dad was that he messed with the wrong guy and he hit his nephew. The officer told my father that he was going to pay for what he did. By this time, the officer is in my father's face, yelling at him, and my father is standing there. He then strikes my father in the mouth. Wow. I hope you followed that story, but the gist of it is there was an altercation between this young man's dad and another person in their local community. The father is now, seems like he was placed under arrest for striking that young man. Now, to answer his question, your father will not get life for hitting someone who ran over the children playing in the road. But if he were to be convicted of assault or battery, he may be facing some jail time with that. But here in the state of Georgia, we do have pretrial diversion programs that could be used in lieu of a trial if that were to, if this charge were to continue on. And for those that don't know, let me give you a little definition of assault and battery. Well, assault is either an attempt to commit a violent injury to the person, to another person, or commits an act which puts that person in reasonable apprehension of immediate receiving a violent injury. So if I think that you're going to strike me, or you do in fact strike me, that striking me is battery. The assault occurs when I am in fear of you striking me. So at any rate, young man, your father, he could be possibly facing jail time for striking the young man. However, he would not receive life for hitting someone. And I hope that answered your question. And definitely we look forward to answering more of the questions of our community. Thank you and have a blessed day.